Welcome off to the world.
Welcome everybody back to the Off the Rails podcast. As you just heard from Jems' young daughter, off to the rails. But we're the Off the Rails podcast. But it's still cute, so it works. I'm Tone, that's Jems. How's it going, Jems?
Good. How are you?
I'm doing pretty good. Pretty good. We just finished a little bit of how the sausage is made. We just finished another podcast with a bunch of our boys that will have already come out at this point.
Nearly all of the boys.
Yeah, nearly all of the boys. So this episode will actually come out. We will be out on a Monday, which is also the same day that the championship game for March Podness is.
And do we want to just predict what, so this will come out earlier in the day, probably, right?
Yeah, this will be out literally first thing in the morning. So the voting will probably have just started. Or
okay,
the voting will
first hard factor for the championship.
Okay.
So go vote. Probably.
Yeah.
It should be a lot of interactions between both podcasts, but I think Bert's got the dominant followers and will win.
I'm gonna say 2 bears, 1 cave against hard factor.
So we have a hard factor consensus.
I think so. They've been really interactive. They're the only ones on that side that have been interactive with the polls. There's 4 of them, plus the actual podcast. Plus, they came from Barstool, so they have a decent backing. Yeah, I think they can make some magic happen.
I actually have the list. I remember the preview episode we did.
Oh yeah,
we both picked our final 4s, and my list is sitting right here. And I still have 3 of the 4 podcasts I chose remaining.
Nice.
Unless this is a random list I wrote down. But
that'd be weird.
I have KFC, 2 Bears, 1 Cave, Pat McAfee Show, and the Dave Portnoy Show. So 3 of those 4 are still involved.
They are. I surprisingly, I didn't think. I thought Bertcast would do okay. I think I said something about the Bertcast doing well with if 2 Bears was doing good, Bertcast would do good. Something like that. But which so far has been true. So Bert Kreischer's been really awesome at retweeting, which is cool because it's going to have a championship belt. So I'm excited to see who wins. Been an awesome way to kind of enjoy March and enjoy the March Madness holiday, I guess, is by doing this March Podness tournament, which is really cool. And then, the cool thing is also it's definitely led to us getting some more followers, which is cool because then more people will get to see the cool podcasts that are on this network. And then obviously we got a bunch of funny people. So I enjoy our podcast. That's why our network is what we've made it. So I think a lot of other people will too. So.
Yeah, it's kind of a good introduction because we haven't been around very long. So it's kind of really good to meet all the podcasts and people involved. I guess a lot of the interactions we're doing from the Iron Ostrich Network. So if I say Ion, that's what I'm talking about. Twitter handle, but we do have other guys from the Ion universe tweeting.
Yeah. It's been really cool. It's been a good way to bond with the other podcast too. Not that we weren't already pretty tight with the Anomalies guys and stuff, but it's been just a really cool, it's fun. We're tracking it. We're oh dude, that's so cool. Look at that race is real tight. We all day we're going back and forth on some of this stuff. So that's really been fun. Anything else as far as actual sports that you are interested in right now?
Now that Oregon State's eliminated from the college basketball tournament, I don't necessarily care. I'm in a board, so I'm just rooting for numbers at this point. I didn't pick Oregon State, but I'm an Oregon State baseball fan, so I was rooting for them since IU or Notre Dame was not in the basketball tournament. So
yeah, makes sense.
I hate homers, not homers, but I guess bandwagon fans. So I followed college baseball a little bit, but my 2 favorite teams, or my favorite team when I was younger, was Cal State Fullerton because they were good and I got into it late. So I got to pick a good team. And then since I got married, her family is big into Oregon State, and we went to an Oregon State baseball game. So I started following Oregon State baseball. So like the two
How were
programs,
they big into Oregon State? Were they have some kind of tie?
Taylor's mom is from Corvallis.
Oh, okay. That's cool.
That's also where I lost my appendix.
Oh, yeah. You told that story on here. Was that episode like 4 or 5, maybe?
Probably. It's one of my go-tos.
Actually, no, you didn't tell that story on here. You submitted a question to Brant Topler's podcast as an Oregon because your appendix was in Oregon.
Is that what? Oh, when you guys were doing the 50 state things?
Yeah.
What? Do you remember what exactly it was?
I can't remember exactly what it was now. Fuck, what was I think maybe you asked like what is his least favorite city or something like that. Maybe. But,
so I was able to submit for the Oregon question. Is that what I did?
Yeah. Because you were like, my appendix is in Oregon, so I count as like an Oregon representative, which I found was funny.
I get them every now and then.
Yeah,
Well,
I mean, hilarious. My door just got slammed. Did you hear that?
Yeah, I did hear that. But this is totally off the rails. But
Off the rails.
I don't want to forget to tell this story. So last night or the night before, me, Taylor, the baby, and Claire are sitting there watching TV. The baby has a name. It's Piper. But so we're sitting there watching TV and not really paying attention. It's one of Claire's shows on. And she starts yelling at the TV, "No, you are not a big kid." I'm like, what? I was like, what is she yelling at? And Taylor and I kind of look at each other, and it's a pull-up commercial. And it's like, where the kid's like, "I'm wearing pull-ups, so I'm a big kid now." It's like, "No, you're not. You're wearing a pull-up." I was like, oh my God, my kid's going to be a bully.
Oh, Claire is not a bully name though.
No, she's not bully sized either.
She's gonna be like the mastermind.
Laughing.
Oh, dude, that's hilarious.
She was so mad.
She's offended. She's like, "You're not a bird kid."
It's probably because she stopped using like the potty seat on the toilet, so she's just on like
Makes
the
sense.
regular toilet seat now. So she's all about being a big girl.
It's weird. My son's been going. The only time he wears a pull up is like nighttime or nap time, and then he hasn't even been wearing them at nap time. So it's like he's basically there, but it's like, and then a lot of times his diaper's not wet or anything when we wake up in the morning. So it's like just more precautionary, not want to clean this shit up.
When she was wearing pull-ups, most of the time they would stay dry. It would be rare that they were wet, and like every once in a while now, she'll still have an accident.
Yeah. My son, let's speak of it. My son just had an accident on public, which was hilarious. I was getting my haircut. He got his haircut too. So we got his barber, Rashad, and he's like awesome. And my son's deathly afraid of getting his haircut. He chilled out. Mine is cut, but
the mullet came off.
I got mine cut. It looks better when I actually do something with it, but I got this sweet ass hat today, and I had to rock it. So you're like, it's a Cubs hat, but
Wyoming hat on.
Yeah, but yeah. So he got his haircut first, so I kind of held him down a little bit, like I would hold his head, so like because he was trying to get away from the clippers. So he got done, and then he was sitting in his chair. He's watching. So Rashad has like he's in this building where like each little room is like its own business, but they have have their own doors and they can lock their space up, and so it's like a one booth like area, but it's like decent size. It's probably like the size of my office. And so he's got TV on the wall. So my son was watching TV, and me and Rashad talking. And then next thing I know, Rashad goes, "Oh, buddy, did you just pee?" I'm like, and we were both dads, me and Rashad, and we're like, "Fuck, we definitely should have asked him." One of us should have asked him. Like, we were just laughing about it, but it was pretty funny. But then, like, my wife, because of COVID, you can only have one person in there with him. So I was like, well, shit. So I'll get my haircut anyway. And so she was out shopping. So we got done, and he had to like walk us out. And like my poor son, like his pants like was like wet, so he's like walking like all like waddling and stuff. That's funny. It was hilarious though. But my wife luckily had some pants in her car to replace them. But it was just brutal. I was like, oh, man. I was like, it's that weird age because you're like, I don't think to ask you because you don't have accents. And then
Yeah, wives always have like the right idea with having an extra pair of clothes, no matter what it is. I never think about it. Half the time, like I forget to grab a diaper bag if we're leaving, not like for Claire, but like for the baby.
I never.
When Claire was younger. I always
I'm
forgot.
terrible at that, dude. Also, like, I take my daughters to school every morning. I'm off, dude. Half the time I throw them in the car without shoes on. Like, I'm like, you're just gonna go in a car seat, and then I'm gonna pull you out of the car seat, and we're gonna come back home, and you're gonna be in your pajamas.
Car seats?
No. My son, because like I'm home, so I gotta take my son with us. So I'm like, I'm not gonna put shoes on you. That doesn't even make sense.
Yeah, I would do the same thing. Like, there's a lot of things like taking them out of their pajamas if we're not going anywhere.
Never.
Stay in your pajamas all day.
My wife got mad at me yesterday. She came home. She's like, "Why is he still in his pajamas?" I was like, "We didn't go nowhere."
Right. That's exactly how I would do it.
By the way, she laid clothes out for him to change into, and I was like,
we might have the same wife, honestly.
Dude, I mean, we're last episode, 2 episodes ago, not because we had the same talent in between. Which, by the way, if you haven't listened to that episode, it's hilarious. So go do that.
Wife approved.
Wife approved. 6 seconds in. No, I'm just kidding. No, 6 minutes in.
Yeah.
But like, yeah, the episode 20, I think it was. We thought we might be related. So
it's getting more and more likely.
Dude, we're the same dude. We were talking today earlier on text how we were both thinking about being math/PE teachers so we could coach sports.
Yep.
I was like, yeah, pretty much. We're both left-handed. We're also both with baseball. By the way, failure at left-handedness, I literally reached out to Josh Eppard, who drums for Coheed and Cambria. I didn't really reach out to him. I was just like, I found out he's left-handed, and now it's my mission to get him on. And he responded that he's not left-handed, even though the internet said that he is.
Did he respond to anything about coming on the podcast, even, or did he just kind of ignore that question?
He answered that to that, but like he kind of like went around the bush. I might reach out to him on IG and just be like, hey man, in like DMs, because his DMs aren't open, but he's got a really interesting story. So he was with Coheed, and then he like left Coheed, and he came back to Coheed, but in rapper called Weird Science, really good, and he's actually like really good at it. And then he was also the drummer for this band Terrible Things, which was the lead, not the lead singer, but are you do you know who Taking Back Sunday is?
Yeah, that's probably one of my top 5 bands.
Oh, okay. So you remember when like 2 of their original members left and then they replaced them?
Yeah.
So Fred, the guy who replaced John Nolan, when they would like Make Damn Sure and like a couple of those that era,
right?
He had left Taking Back Sunday at that point, and so he was the lead singer. And then there's another band, and I don't know why it's slipping my brain. I love this band too.
Their songs off the top of your head.
They were on like Vagrant Records with Dashboard Confessional, but they're like an emo band, but they never made a Hot Rod Circuit. That's who it was. And their lead singer was another person in that band, and then Josh Eppard played drums, and it was called Terrible Things, and I loved that band.
Probably sounds like that would be pretty good.
Yeah, it was actually really good. Like,
I'm gonna write that down.
Terrible Things. I think they released one record together with that formation, and then Josh Eppard went back into Coheed and left that band.
Are they like the emo Traveling Wilburys?
I mean, it's kind of, sort of. I mean, if you really think about it, yeah, it's wild.
Have you ever thought about like the amount of talent in that band? It's like Tom Petty, Bob Dylan.
Yeah, no shit. That Roy Orbison was in it?
Yeah, it's wild.
Yeah, dude. Yeah, no shit. Okay, well, we were going to do it. We still will do the other thing that we're going to do. But, by the way, a little behind how to make the sausages, we have one thing planned for this entire podcast, and we haven't gotten to it yet. But that's how good this podcast is. We literally can talk.
George Harrison.
Yeah, George Harrison. How many people were on the Traveling Wilburys? It was like
1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Yeah. Traveling Wilburys. All right, so since we did this already, Traveling Wilburys. I gotta make sure like we have like some sort of equivalent here.
You're gonna be much better at this than me because you know like people's names in bands that. Like,
yeah, but you'll name the person in the band that you want, and then we'll be able to figure it out. Okay. So since you just said it, you said, are they like the Traveling Wilburys of the emo genre. Let's do like emo genre. Traveling Wilbury Draft.
I guess because all those guys were like singers and performers, so I could just pick like the singer from a certain.
Yeah. Well, I mean, George Harrison played bass, but
Right.
the Beatles were weird because they did like a bunch of different. So I think George Harrison sang on some songs. The only one I'm not super. Yeah, well, he's Electric Light Orchestra. I don't know if he is a singer. Is he the singer or not? Oh yeah, he's the singer and songwriter. Okay, so yeah, Electric Light Orchestra. It's wild.
Is that no? That's not them, is it?
No clue, to be honest with you. A lot of those songs, I'm good. I know the songs and I know the bands, but I don't know what songs go with what bands. That's in that era.
I think I'm probably, if I was going to pick a genre of music where I could identify artist and song, maybe not song title, but I could tell you who sings the song, is probably classic rock, just because I grew up and that's what my parents listened to.
See, some of those songs, some of those bands like blend together, and I'm like, fuck, like, was that Journey or Boston?
Journey, Corner, Boston.
Like, you know what I mean? I'm like, was that their song or that? I was like, fuck. Like, so I get confused on some of those, but yeah, I know the songs and I know the bands. But all right, so we'll do like an emo genre, Traveling Wilburys.
Works for me.
And I'll give you the first draft, first pick, because I feel like I have maybe I'm a little bit more suited for this one.
All right, Brendan Urie.
Nice. That's a fucking good one.
That was, no matter what kind of draft we were doing musically, that was my number one.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Big Panic at the Disco fan, huh?
I am a big Panic at the Disco fan.
Dude.
I like my Amazon Music. Like a lot of times I'll just turn on Panic at the Disco radio.
Yeah. I wish that I still had it. I don't think I do. I have a lot of shirts, but because I have a lot of band shirts, but I have one of their original shirts when it was like the original lineup was they sent out these like maroon shirts that just said "at the disco," and then they gave you a letter thing that you could put so I had a Tony at the Disco shirt.
Oh, that's cool.
That's pretty funny, but
a fever you can't sweat out is probably
great.
Not too many albums I could sing the entire album of, but that one I mean, some words I might mispronounce because if they're going quick, but like I would say I know a passing level, if not a level of words to that album.
That is a great record. By the way, we're going to go a little off track here with this. So my wife is a massive music nerd, like loves music. One of the funniest things ever, though, is we were listening to I Write Sins Not Tragedies. Or yeah, that's the first one, right?
Their big hit from that one.
Yeah. That was a long title. So I was like, is that the right one? But so that song, we were listening to it, and I forgot what they did some song came on after it. It was a Fall Out Boy song. But my wife goes, "Oh, it's back-to-back Fall Out Boy songs." And I was like, "That's not Fall Out Boy." And she was like, she thought that was Fall Out Boy for like the longest time. It was a couple years ago. It was like maybe 2010, but it was like funny. And I was like, "Oh my God." But they do sound like, I mean, so if I'm going to do mine, I'm going to take Patrick Stump, who is the lead singer of Fall Out Boy.
That was my next pick.
So, and I think that for this draft only, I'm not going to snake draft you because I think might have a deeper knowledge.
So this genre is kind of, what are we considering like emo? Are we doing just like kind of like pop punk, emo, like alternative? Like what is all like
that genre, that entire genre?
I'm gonna say, because there's like a big like,
if you want to draft somebody, you say it, and then if it's like out of, I'm like, no way, that's not even in that genre. But like Yellow Card, Taking Back Sunday, My Chemical Romance, Newfound Glory,
right? Those were all like slam dunks, but then
like that. Anybody in that sort of world.
Okay, well then I am going to go with and I should know his name, but I don't because I'm not as good as Tone. Is it Gerard Way? Is he the singer of My Chemical Romance?
Yes, he is. Gerard Way. You got a talented ass roster already.
If I could just pick, if I could find a spot to put Adam Lambert, if he was in an emo band, do you think the vocalist that I would have on my side?
I was say I think he's out of bounds in this
I
one.
think he is.
Dude, Gerard Way though. Do you watch The Umbrella Academy?
No, he's in it though, right?
He's the creator of it.
He's the creator of it. That's what it is.
He
There's
created
something with it.
Yeah, him and his brother, who's the bassist for My Chemical Romance, Mikey Way. They are both like write comic books now, I think.
Wow.
Yeah, so
They need to put out the bangers that came out in high school again.
definitely, right? I was just listening to I'm Not Okay this morning. And rocking out to it. I'm gonna take because I thought you might take Patrick Stump, so that's why I took Patrick Stump.
I had it pulled up on my phone. I was looking up I was like searching bands and stuff, and I was like, oh, this is obvious.
Yeah. So when you said that, I was like, I gotta take him. I'm gonna take who would have been my first choice had that not been the situation. Chris Carrabba. That's emo. Lead singer of Backdoor Confessional.
All right. I am gonna say Jesse Lacey, the lead singer, Brand New.
That was my next pick.
Was it really?
I love Brand New.
Are you impressed with my little
I
bit?
am very
looking up names to make sure I'm pronouncing and getting them right.
I'm very impressed. So Jesse
I
Lacey
didn't know
actually.
Brendan Urie. I didn't have to look that one up.
Yeah, I'm actually. So my wife just got one of the guys who owns the music studio that our kids go to music lessons at. He actually just got a sleeve, and my wife got his tattoo artist name. So I've had this design that I wanted for a long time, and I think I'm gonna try to incorporate it in. Jesse Lacey, who has a song on one of my favorite emo record is probably Deja Entendu, which is like the one with the space band on the front.
Mm-hmm.
Great record. And there's it's called Guanica. I'm probably mispronouncing it, but it's based Pablo Picasso has a painting named the same thing. But there's a line in there. It's about losing somebody. And I actually wrote those lyrics. I had my dad write the lyrics down. There's a small passage and put them in my grandfather's pocket in his casket. And I want to get those tattooed on me.
Cool.
So yeah,
They're really cool. Not kind of cool.
I mean, I love that record, and they've Brand New makes really good records. Terrible band name though.
Brand New.
You're like, fucking. You know how hard that was to search at the beginning of the internet?
Kaza, LimeWire.
God damn, it was hard.
Napster. You were Napster probably if you were
all of it, man.
Music.
Fucking tape player. That's what. That was the original. Look at it off the radio. No. All right. So, damn. Okay. So I got Patrick Stump, Chris Carrabba. I don't mind my team. I like my team, but you got a fucking hell of a team. Damn. Okay. Fuck. I thought like I was gonna have an easy go of this, man. Shit. I'm gonna go. We're gonna get murdered by some people that are like, you didn't pick so and so, and I'm gonna be like, listen, it's personal preference. I'm gonna take John Nolan. John Nolan was the original second singer and guitar player for Taking Back Sunday, and he's back in the band. But he also left the band and created Stray Light Run, which is another really awesome emo band.
I didn't know that. I like Stray Light. I mean,
yeah, John Nolan was like the lead of that.
That makes sense then.
Yeah.
So I'm scrolling through my Spotify right now, like looking at my playlist, trying to find. So this is tough at this point for me. Like I knocked out pretty much anybody I would have probably chosen has been chosen that I can think of.
Yeah.
Okay, this is good podcasting. Let's just go. They put out quite a few, and I think they're all from the same album pretty much. They were a little more poppy than I think they were just playing them a shitload on MTV, the All American Rejects.
Yeah.
Can't remember the guy's name.
Tyson Ritter.
There you go.
You're going with the singer, right?
Yeah.
Tyson
I'm
Ritter.
just doing all lead singers probably because I couldn't tell you unless I I couldn't tell shit.
Well, Brendan Urie plays piano. Gerard Way plays a couple instruments, I think. Jesse Lacey plays guitar. Tyson Ritter plays bass. So you actually have an actual band other than like a drummer.
I mean, I suppose I could go with like Pete Wentz or something if I wanted to.
All right, so I'm gonna go with. All right, so I got a question, and this is where this is like where we go on like the oddball range. Does Death Cab for Cutie count as a emo band?
Sure. I don't care.
Because if so, I'm taking Ben Gibbard, who's the lead singer of.
If we could open this up to like, I'm trying to think of like what
Because they're like in that weird indie band emo realm. Like their Venn diagrams are tight. So I was like, I don't know if they count as
over into like the Fray and stuff. I could go very deep if we go like pushing that way.
I mean, I don't think the Fray counts, but I don't know.
No, but I would think it would be pretty close.
Hold on, my wife will not be on a podcast, but she will answer this question. I could guarantee it. Taya,
It's not trained, but
hold on. I'm gonna go to the door and ask her.
So Tone is asking the musical expert if certain bands land in our emo category. We probably should just end like a rock draft.
Hey, question. Can you hear me? Do the Fray count as an emo band? The Fray. Would you count them as an emo band? Okay, gotcha. Just asking. She said they are soft rock pop, Jems.
Okay,
I can't hear you, so I don't know what you're saying, but hold on. I'm back.
That would be like my next power genre then.
Yeah, we definitely gotta do that one for sure. I think like One Republic falls in that category and stuff.
Yeah, the other morning before I had a test at work, I just turned on Ed Sheeran radio.
Oh, nice. Ed Sheeran's legit.
So good.
So you gave me Ben Gibbard. I'll take it. I mean, I wouldn't have been mad if you said no, they're indie, but I don't know.
Okay, back to my Spotify playlist and just looking at. Oh boy, I have 2 Bayside songs. I have 2 Say Anything songs. 2 Academy Is songs. I'm trying to think. Just find ones I have more than like. I have 3 Boys Like Girls songs.
Nice.
4. I'm just trying to figure out which one. Where do Plain White Tees fall?
I would say they're in that genre.
Okay, then give me the guy from Plain White Tees.
I don't know that dude's name.
I'm gonna look it up, and I have a story about Plain White Tees.
Oh, nice. I do too.
They're gonna be totally different, I'm assuming.
Definitely, probably.
What's
that dude's fucking name?
Tom Higginson.
Tom Higginson. I knew it. They're from Chicago.
So lately, Piper has been a little grumpy, not just fussy at night, pissed off.
Yeah.
And Taylor was putting Claire to bed the other night, and I was trying to like sing songs to her, and the best I was doing was like singing rap songs that I knew. Like Lose Yourself, but in like a lullaby tone.
You're like, from the window.
Right.
What?
The window. And I was like, oh. I was singing like Hustling by Rick Ross, and there's just too many fucks in that to be singing to a 2-month-old.
You're like, I'm gonna sing Ludacris Move Bitch in fairy tale voice.
But I was just trying to go through songs in my head that I knew probably the majority of the words to without like thinking about it. And Hey There Delilah was it, and she immediately got quiet. And then
nice.
Taylor did the same thing to her, and Hey There Delilah has been working like a charm. And I'll even put it on YouTube, and she's just like settles down.
So that is different than my story. My story about the Plain White Tees is that my daughter, the day she was born, Plain White Tees, Hey There Delilah was the #1 song in the country. I don't know if you know that, like what yours is when you were born. Mine was Billie Jean, I believe. So like we're big music people in our family, so
we'll know by the end of your story.
We're nerds. But so the reason why it's funny is like, so that was the song that was the #1 song in the country the day she was born, and her middle name is Piper.
Nice.
So yeah.
Your first name Delilah?
No. I wish I knew how to play Hey There Delilah. I used to know how to play it.
Taylor was talking about learning it on the piano because she knows how to play the piano. She just hasn't done it in years.
Nice. It's an easy song. It's like a ding, 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 ding. It's like 2 notes.
Right.
Corresponding.
It says, how am I supposed to live without you?
That's yours for the week you were born?
Mm-hmm. Michael Bolton.
Well, that sounds about accurate.
Huh?
That's accurate.
And then Nothing Compares to You by Sinead O'Connor was #1 in the UK.
Oh, nice. That's a good one.
Yeah.
You're fucking young. God dang, man. I have memories of that time. Yeah, so let's do 6 in this draft. So I got 2 picks left. You got 1 pick left. I'm going to go with, and I think she falls in this category, I'm going to go with Hayley Williams from Paramore.
That's a good one.
Hayley Williams.
All right, then I
was rocking out to some Hayley Williams today, too.
Hold on, I'm Googling something real quick.
Surprisingly enough, like you actually listened to a lot of things that I was like, I didn't think you would have been on.
Really?
Yeah.
What surprised you?
Like you said, the Academy is. That's like not really like a super known band. Like
I'm pretty sure I found them on like NCAA baseball 2000 and something. They were on the soundtrack.
All right. Yeah.
Which that whatever year it was, I couldn't tell you. It was like 2007 probably. Had an awesome soundtrack.
There's a Madden. I forgot what year it was that had like
the one with like Joe Budden.
Dude, yeah, I think it was because I think that one also had Hot Carl on it.
I think so.
And that Blau song. And Hot Carl is Jensen Karp, who's married to Topanga now, who's the guy who found the shrimp tails in his Cinnamon Toast Crunch.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
So my wife was fully invested. I think she even put that on the IG for Off the Rails.
Yeah.
And then the next day she's like, do you know that was Topanga's husband?
Yeah. Does she also know that his rap name is Hot Carl? And does she know what a Hot Carl is?
No, but she will when she listens to this. That's awesome.
Yeah.
Lucky guy. Danielle Fishel has aged well.
Yeah, no, for sure. Yeah, definitely.
So my last pick here, is it on me?
Yeah, this one's on you. Yeah, for your last pick, and then I get my last pick.
This is probably just considered more of a Paramore put me on this, but I think it's more of a rock, so you can probably tell me to go fuck myself. I was gonna say Amy Lee from Evanescence.
I'll take it. I think that's in there.
Because anytime Bring Me to Life comes on, it just like it's got to be turned up all the way. And
dude, I saw them live when they had their original guitar player who wrote that song.
Yeah,
who wrote most of that song. Dude, actually, like a legit live performance. Like she got a legit pipes. Like
yeah,
wild. I always think of
Bennington in that, or who's the male voice in that? It sounds like.
It's a guy.
The guy in the band?
He's a Christian band guy. Nope, they brought him in. The rap guy?
Yeah, it really sounds like Chester Bennington.
It's not, but it's in that era, in that genre. Like, but Christian version. Gotcha. It's a Christian rapper, basically.
Christian Linkin Park, got it.
Yeah, basically.
Awesome band, too.
Yeah, Linkin Park.
From my childhood.
I don't think a Linkin Park is an emo band though. That's why I stayed away from
an actual rock band.
So you took Amy Lee, which I think is legit. By the way, Amy Lee, one of my favorite songs actually is a song she did with the dude that she was dating from the band Seether.
Okay. Fake It?
No, that Broken song.
Okay.
It's a good song. It's like a ballad. Dude, I'm so torn here because I'm like, do I go with the both of them are like utilitarian kind of guys, so they can do multiple things.
Like Weird Al.
Not Weird Al though, but yeah, like that. They can do multiple different things. So, since your team's full, I'm gonna talk it out with you and see what you think. So I was either gonna pick the guy we started this conversation with, which was Josh Eppard, because he can drum and he can rap.
And it's a good plug to maybe get him on our podcast.
But yeah, he's also just one of my, I actually legitimately like enjoy his music. But and then the other one is the lead singer of Something Corporate, Andrew McMahon, because he was also the lead singer of Jack's Mannequin, and he's also the lead singer of Andrew McMahon in the Wilderness, and he's had multiple hits. So he's got like a deep database.
I'm going with the drummer.
I'm gonna go to that too. I need a drummer in this band anyway. So Josh Eppard it is. Cool. I like it. I got a rapper in my band.
Oh gosh, now I gotta look it up now.
What?
I have him on a list, and I should have picked him. I mean, I don't. They had more than one hit. Where's he at? I could have said. Where the fuck is he? Jarrett. God damn it! The guy from Bowling for Soup.
Oh God. Yeah.
He's funny on the internet.
He's funny on the internet.
TikTok and Instagram all the time.
That's I don't know, to be honest with you. I saw they were like making a comeback, I think. They were like doing some shows or something like that right before the quarantine.
Garrett Reddick.
I
knew it was like baseball related.
Almost like JJ Reddick or Josh Reddick.
I was thinking Josh Reddick.
Yeah, no. That's such a good era though. There's so many good bands in that era. There's a lot of bands that have like a number of good songs, like 5 to 10, and then there's like some bands that have like 3 to 4. But you can like put on that kind of playlist and be like, yeah, like we'll go with it. It's really good.
The wife and I will do stuff like that on like road trips. We'll
dude,
listen to the radio and then we'll throw on. We'll like pick a song and then just let
for sure
go.
Can I run through Rolling Stone's top 40 emo records and see if you know any of these?
Yeah.
All right, we're gonna run through it fast here. Ready? You tell me yay or nay.
You're giving the record name?
I'm going to give you the record name and the band and see if you tell me if you can name a song off of the record.
This is probably not great for me.
This will be awesome. Okay. So number 40 is The Used, In Love and Death.
I know who The Used is, but I couldn't tell you their songs.
Nice. They had a hit off that one called All I've Got, which was a good one. So Take My Hand, Take My Life. There's a couple good ones on there. All right, 39, Panic at the Disco, A Fever You Can't Sweat Out.
39?
I'm pissed right now, dog.
I don't think this list matters. So, like, 39. I write Sins Not Tragedies, but I don't even know a lot of the song titles on that for being able to name all of the, because none of the song titles,
none of them make sense.
It's like it's like Nails for Breakfast and Tax for Snacks, I think is one of them.
Yeah, there's like some dumb names on that record, but all the songs are great. My dog is like trying to eat my freaking hat.
I believe there's one called Quasimodo, and then there's Intermission.
There's another one. It's called like, not like Fever Dreams. It's like something like that though. It's like, but not there's some. I don't know. There's something else on there. But I'm disappointed. That's bullshit. First off, 39 is way too low for that. 38, Into It, Over It, Intersections in 2013.
That's too late for me.
By the way, I don't even know if I know any off that record.
I was not married in 2013 for when Taylor listens.
She's like, you were married before us?
We were dating and engaged.
Nice. 37, Indian Summer, Science 1994.
No.
Okay. Orchid, Gatefold in 1999.
Nope.
Coheed and Cambria, Good Apollo on Burning Star 4, Volume 1, From Fear Through the Eyes of Madness.
Obviously I know who Coheed and Cambria is, but I don't know any songs.
I'm trying to think of if that's the record. I don't think that's the record that has the song that I'm thinking of on it. Oh, maybe is that might be Fever House Atlantic is on that one. Maybe. I can't remember. That's a good song. 34, Owls, 2001.
Not Owl City.
Nope, not Owl City.
Fireflies.
33, The Jazz June, The Medicine, 2000 release. I'm be honest with you, I don't know. I haven't known like 5 of these. So
Good job, Rolling Stone.
Algernon Cadwallader, some kind of Cadwaller nerd. Yep. All right, we're good on that one. The Jealous Sound. You ever heard of that band? Nope, me either. Moss Iconic. You ever heard of that one?
No,
Nope.
This sounds like this was a list made by somebody that's like, oh, you don't really know the genre unless you know these bands that I saw at the local fucking.
I got a deep well of knowledge on these things, and I don't even know who half these bands are. Number 29, Brand New, Your Favorite Weapon, which is their first record, which has
mixtape.
Yes, is that your favorite song of that record?
Probably.
That's my favorite song. And then, but Jude Law and A Semester Abroad is really good, and so is 70 times 7.
I think I like, what's the other one? The Boy Who Blocked His Own Shot, I think.
That's on Deja and Tendu.
Is it Deja and Tendu?
Yeah. 70 times 7 is always an interesting one because it's like written about John Nolan from Taking Back Sunday. Really good bridge in that one.
Were they friends?
Yeah, they were like best friends from like, and then one of them slept with the other one's girlfriend or something like that.
I had a best friend that did that to me in high school.
But one of my favorite lines though is like literally, I've seen more spine in jellyfish. I've seen more guts in 11-year-old kids. I'm like, that fucking cuts to the bone right there. 28, we're getting to real bands now. Paramore's Riot.
Is that with what's the Misery Business?
Yep, you are correct.
Let me go.
Here we go. 27, Dashboard Confessional, The Places You Have Come to Fear the Most. Way too low on this list, but
I know Dashboard Confessional, the band. I don't know how.
Do you know their one biggest one that everyone thinks of?
I don't think I can name it.
Screaming Infidelities.
Okay.
That was the big one off that one. 26, Raina Maria. Look, I know that band, but at least they are getting into bands where Cursive Domestica 25.
Nope.
It's good. That's a good record. You should check that one out.
Okay.
Do you like Bright Eyes at all?
I don't know. I don't remember if I looked them up after you and Matt Hires talked about them.
Yeah, they're pretty good. It's the same record label. They're friends. That's kind of sort of not the same, but like same vibe. Embrace 1987. You weren't alive, so I'm gonna guess that's a no for you.
Correct. I mean, I could go deep on classic rock though, so like, and I wasn't alive for any of that.
23, Taking Back Sunday, Tell All Your Friends.
Yes. Is that the first one? Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yep. Was
so
there big?
Like, Cute is what we
aim for is a good band though, by the way.
Right. Cute from the team or whatever without the E.
Cute without the E. Yep.
And then what's the other one?
What is the other one?
Dude, it's gonna bother me now. I think I just played it the other night for Piper when I was coming up with songs for
Tell All Your Friends? No, that's the name of the record. It's the one that has fucking Flavor Flav in the video. God damn, what is the name of it? What is the fucking name of that?
They got a lot I like. I mean, listen louder now. Maybe it's not as is it number 5 with a bullet? Or is that not as big of a song as I thought it was in my head?
That one's not the one that you're thinking of, though.
So, from what album was it? Tell All Your Friends.
Tell All Your Friends.
It's Last Summer. Timberwolves.
Summer was their other single.
Gotcha.
But Devil in New Jersey. Is that right? Is that?
Well, it's Timberwolves at New Jersey.
Timberwolves in New Jersey. That's right. Devils in New Jersey is another emo song. There's another one on there that's like it's the response to 70 times 7 off the other record.
Oh, okay.
It's like No I in Team or something like that.
Yeah.
Something on that. Yeah, it's a really good record. That's a good one too. All right, 22. Say Anything Is a Real Boy.
Yes. Hold on, let me look at my Spotify real quick. I have 2 Say Anything songs. There's is that Say Anything While I Can Get Sexual Too?
Yep, that's on that record.
And then I didn't even bring it up. And
And then Whoa is a good one.
Whoa. The
Yeah.
two songs I have, the other one's Alive with the Glory of Love.
Yep, that's on that record too. Yeah.
That one's good.
Alive. The Get Up Kids 4 Minute Mile, number 21. You should definitely check that record out. It's a really good record. It's called The Get Up Kids 4 Minute Mile. Came out in 1997.
Get Up Kids.
Matt Pryor is really good. And then if you like some more like adult type like acoustic-y stuff, Matt Pryor, if you like that record, Matt Pryor has a band called the New Amsterdams, and they're really good too. Number 20, At the Drive-In, In Casino Out.
No.
Is that the one that has Cut Your Ribbon on it?
I have no idea.
Because if it does, that's a pretty good record.
Are you just thinking out loud?
Number 19, Brand New, Deja Entendu.
Okay.
Can you name a song?
Does that have Sick Transit Gloria?
Yes. Yeah, Six Transit Gloria Fades. Yep.
Why do emo bands have the longest song titles that are
because
like,
it was like the thing back then. It was a thing, but they had like they have a really good one on there. So they have Guanica, which is really good. They had their big one was
I know that one.
Yeah, Boy Block Stone Shot was really good. What was the other one that like is their number one? The Quiet Things Only. Fucking Quiet Things Only We Know. Quiet Things. It's Quiet Things. By the way, there's a Quiet Things Screaming Infidelities matchup thing. It's mashup. It's like fantastic. But yeah, that's a great record. 18 Saves the Day Through Being Cool.
Does that have Saves the Day? One of my favorite songs. Fuck, what is it? It's about drowning in a fire.
At Your
Funeral.
Yeah. Yes. Yep. You are spot on, sir. That's a great record, by the way. Number 17, Mineral. The Power of You probably don't know that one. 16, Drive Like Jihu. I can never fucking pronounce it. Drive Like Jahu. I don't know. Yank Crime. You don't know that one.
I feel like the fact there hasn't been any Fall Out Boy albums is strange.
I know. 15, Dag Nasty. Can I say? Nope.
No.
14, Weezer's Pinkerton.
Okay. I can't name any songs off of that Weezer.
El Scorcho.
Okay, that's
Pink Triangle.
That's like
Pink Triangle's a good one too.
Like, I don't know if I shit in the toilet yet.
Yeah, probably not. 1996. I hope so. You were 6.
I was in kindergarten. I was thinking it was like 92. I might not have.
You're like, who knows? Jimmy Eat World's Clarity.
The middle.
I don't know. I think that's on Bleed America.
Then I don't know if it doesn't have a middle on it.
Clarity has there's a couple different ones, but no, that one's not on that record. Texas Is the Reason. Do you know who you are?
No.
Okay. We're into 11. Thursday's Full Collapse.
No, I think I've heard of Thursday though.
Thursday's really good. Jeff Rickley is a really good lead singer. Understanding in a Car Crash is a really good song from that record. Check that one out. All right, here we go. Top 10. Top 10. Here we go, Jems. How many of the top 10 do you think you'll know?
3.
Having gone through 30 other records.
How many do you think I'll know where I can name a song?
Yeah.
Without cheating, probably.
With a hint. I'll give you a hint.
Okay. I think I wouldn't be surprised if I only know 3 of the bands, honestly.
Okay. All right. I'm gonna guess that you can at least name 6. And I haven't seen them. I've only seen number 10. Okay. So number 10, My Chemical Romance, 3 Cheers for Sweet Revenge.
Does that have Teenagers or the Black Parade or no? That was
the Black Parade.
What was their first song that came on? Like
I mentioned it earlier in this podcast.
Oh fuck! You did mention it.
Not
okay.
There you go. Yeah. Woo. That was a good one. Helena's on that record too, by the way.
Okay, I think that was the first one I was thinking of was Helena.
Oh, really? Okay, here we go. Number 9, Fall Out Boys from Under the Cork Tree.
Sugar, We're Going Down Swinging.
Boom. You are on top of it too.
On fire.
8, Jimmy Eat World's Bleed America.
The middle.
Round 3. See here. All right. Here we go. 7. Cap and Jazz. Burritos. Inspection points. Fork balloon sports.
I don't know what you just said, so no.
Okay. It's a good record.
Pork soda.
It sounds like it could be something on that record. 6. American football.
Is that a self-titled album?
Yes, it is.
I have no idea.
Yeah.
It sounds like a British band, honestly.
They're not. No.
American football. It seems like that would be like some ironic.
It does kind of seem like a good point on that one, but yeah. 5. Braid, frame, and canvas.
I know who the Spill Canvas is.
I know who the Spill Canvas is too. I toured with Spill Canvas once.
Did you?
Like I played like 3 shows with them.
Nice. I couldn't tell you a song right now, but I know
The Tide.
Okay.
It's one of the bigger ones. 4. Jawbreaker. Dear You.
No.
Okay. We're still sitting on 3. So The Promise Ring. Nothing Feels Good.
No.
Okay. Here we go. Rites of Spring, self-titled record. In 85, I was 2 years old.
Now, what number are we on?
No, that was number 2.
Okay.
Number 1, Sunny Day Real Estate Diary.
No. So I nailed and I didn't lie about any of these other 7. I nailed the first 3 and then didn't know anymore. Well, I didn't really nail My Chemical Romance. You had to kind of help me.
I knew all but one of those records, but they're not really not all of them are my cup of tea. Like I would have probably listened. I had probably like 6 of those in my collection, but not too bad. I'm a little disappointed. Dashboard was not high enough, by the way. 27, right. And not even their best record.
You're a large Dashboard man.
I mean, they were the first band. They were the first band to do on MTV Unplugged that didn't have a platinum record, and then that record became platinum.
Wow.
Yeah. Crazy. And it resurrected MTV2 Unplugged. We would have no MTV2 Unplugged after. We
should have done this with Jim Shear, and he could have been our
dude. We should have. By the way,
judge.
I'm gonna reach out to Jim Shear. He, by the way, also Deck of Jack released a new song today. That's Jim Shear's band. It's called Dosey Dos. Go check it out.
I saw we tweeted that.
We did. It was really good. He had an entire box of Dosey Dos in the span of the music video. One take. So.
Do I like Dosey Dos? I don't think I do. What kind of? That's a Girl Scout cookie.
Yeah, they're the oatmeal one.
Maybe I do like them. I don't know. I don't like the Girl Scout cookies that have coconut. I do not.
Fuck you, Samoas. I was just eating those today.
So I love the smell of coconut. I like coconut flavored stuff, but I don't like the coconut on stuff because I don't like eating paper.
You don't like the texture?
Yep. That's the same reason I don't like zucchini, although I don't like the taste of zucchini. Zucchini seems like something that somebody already chewed up and then spit in your mouth.
Dude, zucchini is so good. Have you had zucchini at a hibachi grill?
No, I've had zucchini when it's deep fried in like a fried veggie bucket.
That's terrible. Why would you do that?
The fried veggie buckets are awesome. It's one of the first things we get at the fair. So we spend an entire week at the county fair because Taylor's on the board of the goat barn. I eat like ass that week. But it's fantastic.
Well, I mean, I don't know that a deep fry, dude. Get it grilled, man, on a hibachi, man. Really good.
Crispy, I can do it, but I'm not doing any. I can't do it. It's mushy. I can't do it.
It is a little mushy, but so here I go. I'm going to attempt a really bad transition. Here we go, Jems.
Well, before you do that, the one thing I thought about before would be fun for us to do on our show is to like either go to a Spotify playlist, an Amazon Music playlist, or a playlist you have on your phone, and we just each hit like shuffle 5 times or whatever, and then put out like a Spotify or some sort of playlist, or like make a playlist between the two of us.
How about we do that right now? Do you have your Spotify up? Because I think we can play like 2 seconds of a song.
I have my Spotify. Well, I can have it up in a moment. I have it up.
Spotify. Okay, boom. I'm up. All right. Where do we go for random? How do I do random?
So, are you on Spotify?
Yep.
So do you have like a playlist? I have 12 hours and 3 minutes of songs on a mix.
No, I don't have a playlist.
Okay, so that's how.
Okay, but I can go to like I have like playlist of artists that I like listen to and like previously listened to. I could probably use some of this stuff. So
Okay.
here we go. I'll shuffle play and see if you know the song. This is like no thanks.
But I only get a couple seconds, or else we'll get yanked off of YouTube,
Yeah.
right? Yeah, nothing.
Okay, Julian Baker. It's called Appointments. It's a really good song.
I'm making a list. Julianne.
Julian, Julien Baker.
Well, you don't know because I'll read these off to you or send you a picture of them.
Appointments.
Okay. So.
By the way, she had a really good song called Spring.
Michael Bublé.
That song reminds me so much of Sarah Bareilles, though.
Yeah. That's one of my favorite songs is Love Song.
Sarah Bareilles is the shit. I should have some Sarah Bareilles on here. Okay.
I have an interesting taste in music.
You ready for my second one here?
Yeah.
All right, here we go.
I've hardly been outside my room in days.
Missy Higgins, The Special 2.
Missy Higgins. The Special 2?
Yep.
All right. I'm writing these down. I have an ad.
Okay. I do too. Oh, it says watch this short video. Okay, I'm going to watch this short video so I have 30 minutes of on it.
I'm going to... It's going to do the same thing.
We're both doing it. By the way, I bet you we have like very similar and then very different taste in music.
Yeah.
Is that the red jumpsuit apparatus?
No. This is another one that I got from, I believe it was the NCAA baseball game. It's the audition Approach the Bench.
Ah, the audition's good too. I like that. Mine's almost finished up with my ad. What are we doing? 10 songs, maybe? 5 each?
Doing 5 apiece.
We'll change it each time. Okay. Let's see. Okay, this is a good one.
I think I know it, but I don't know if I can recognize it yet.
It's James Bay, Need the Sun to Break.
James Bay?
Yep.
Then no.
James Bay is really good. You should check him out.
Need the sun to break. Okay.
Yeah, I know this one. Is that down? Yeah, that one. That's yep, Your Soul Last Summer. It's a song that I couldn't think of earlier. Here we go. Let's see.
Is this good podcast content?
I think so. Yeah, I mean, because people are going to be like, "Yeah, dude, let's do this."
Any taste of music?
Okay, how about this one? Mine's all like adult contemporary shit.
Oh god, I know I have that on here. If I could hear more, hold on. This would be one of the things where Taylor listens to.
And I miss the still of the silence.
If this podcast gets pulled, it'll be hilarious. Well, yes, it is Matt Nathanson. Come on, get higher.
Look at me go.
Yeah. By the way, I don't just only have adult contemporary shit on my thing. I don't know why that's all that's playing right now, though. It's kind of funny.
I thought that was going to be one that Taylor would be like, "You idiot," but I don't know if she would know that one.
She should.
I think she would. I just don't know if she'd be able to name Matt Nathanson. Maybe. She's very like good musically. Like she's like a gold medal state singer and choir in high school and shit.
Oh shit, for real?
Yeah, she's a good singer. I always want to record her singing to the kids, but she gets mad at me because she thinks she doesn't sound good, but she sounds fantastic.
My wife's the same way. She has a really good voice, but she doesn't think so.
I'll learn to play like the cymbals or the triangle or something, and you guys can start a band.
That'd be hot. That'd be cool. We'd be like 40-year-olds. Well, you guys are younger, but we'd be like the mamas and
rails too.
What?
You just call the band off the rails too. I'll learn how to play like spoons or something.
Hey, this record's gonna be off the fucking rail. All right, is your turn?
Yeah, we're 2, 4, 6, 7. So this will be the 8th song.
The city is our place. I'm all the young and rich.
I think I've heard that song, but I don't know who it is.
It's Cobra Starship.
Yes. I was like,
Series
snakes
that
on a
we-
plane, snakes on a plane, snakes on...
They have that is a song of theirs.
Yeah, no.
This music video, they're like pieing people to death.
The lead singer of that band was in the...
Can I have a cupcake?
Heck yeah, why
Yeah,
not?
go for it.
Jems said you could have a cupcake for sure, too.
Okay.
Yeah.
I can't reach it. It's too tight.
Okay, I'll come get you a cupcake in a minute. Let me finish this up, okay?
I'll reach it.
Okay, go get it with your super lizard grip, bro.
Okay.
This podcast off the rails. All right. The fucking Midtown is the lead singer of that band is the lead singer of Midtown. They're an emo band, and they also did one of the show opening songs for like the Real World Roaders Challenge.
Really?
Yeah. I know random shit like that. All right, here we go. Okay, want to play? I might need you to do. Oh, there it goes. Another fucking tone.
We were never the marrying type. Oh, no, we won't.
ZZ Ward, Last Love Song. Fucking, I must have been like, my Spotify's in like an emo fucking mood. All of those were like.
So you went first, so that means I go last here.
Yeah. Yep.
All right, let's see what the Mr. Irrelevant is.
Oh yes, Panic at the Disco.
London beckons songs about money written by machines.
Yep. Fever you can't sweat out. Great record.
So I went back and forth in this, writing bands or song titles first.
Well, that'd be dope. We get started off the rails Spotify podcast playlists each week. And then we just do this each week. We just add to it. We can each add like 2 or 3 songs each week.
Yeah. Not a
That'd be
bad
fun.
idea.
Yeah. So good call, Jems.
I come up with good ideas every March.
Yeah. You know what? You know why that is, Jems?
Well, April is left-handed. There's a left-handed day in April.
That's correct. And what are we both, Jems?
Left-handed.
And some of the most brilliant thinkers in the world are
Left-handed.
That's right. So the one thing we had planned for this entire podcast was we are going to do our personal Mt Rushmore of left-handed people. So did you do any research?
I did. I mean,
Dad.
some of them I knew.
Some of mine knew too.
So, like, I wouldn't necessarily say my Mount Rushmore has thinkers. Maybe one thinker, couple really talented, and one.
You got to get in where you fit in. You know what I mean?
Right.
Like, I have a top 4, but I have a list of a bunch of other ones. So we can go over the list first, or we can talk about them after we pick our people.
We should probably pick first.
Okay.
Don't give us any chances to.
I have a batting token coin here, sir. Still don't know why it's still here from last week. I have the baseball player on one side and no cash value on the other side.
Nice.
Which side would you like to take?
Heads.
Which is
No cash value.
no cash value for you, sir. Oh, I got first. I won, so I have the option. I'm gonna go second.
Okay.
We're gonna snake draft this.
Sure. Ken Griffey Jr.
Damn, that's a good one. That is a legit one.
So, I guess I shouldn't tell you what my list is because I don't think you might draft one of these guys. I don't think you'll pick the other 3.
We'll see. Ken Griffey Jr. is awesome. I agree. Do we agree with baseball starting soon in like a day or 2, or does the game start tomorrow?
I don't know if there's a game tomorrow, but Thursday I know there's games.
I know the Cubs season openers Thursday.
So the White Sox.
All right. So baseball starting soon.
Anaheim, so they play at 9:00 my time.
Yeah, that's wild. And dude, the Cubs play at like noon my time. It's weird.
Games are the best though.
Yeah, I know they are. I wish you had doubleheader though. But can we agree? I think Ken Griffey Jr. has the sweetest swing ever in baseball history.
Definitely. You know who also and I'm not just saying this because I'm a White Sox fan. but I saw a clip of it the other day, and I've watched him swing 1,000 times now. Yohan Moncada has a really sweet swing from the left-handed side of the plate. It's not Ken Griffey Jr. Nobody is, but yeah.
Ken Griffey Jr. was just so smooth.
Moncada hit like a 500-foot home run the other day in the spring training game, and it just looked pretty.
That's wild, dude. When some of those dudes hit, some of those dudes look like they're forcing the ball, and some of them just look like you're like, that ball shouldn't go that far.
I saw a post on either Facebook, Twitter, and one of those social medias about Ken Griffey Jr. swing, and everybody's like, "Yep, sweetest swing ever." But there was a decent chunk of people that were calling somebody else having the greatest swing ever.
Well, there's some dudes that like, from time to time, you're like, what?
Do you have any idea who they might have been?
No, I was thinking from like time to time, like you're like Chipper Jones, I think had a really sweet swing, but like it didn't always look good.
Ken Griffey Jr. swing still looks good.
That's what I'm saying. Like that's why I give it to Ken Griffey Jr. because every time he swung, it just looked good.
The other guy was Will Clark. They said Will Clark had a sweet swing.
Will Clark's he did have a good swing. Will the Thrill. A couple of those dudes just they look clunky, but like, yeah, I mean, like Griffey just looked effortless. That's why it was so sweet. I'm gonna go with Neil Armstrong.
Neil Armstrong. All right, I just got a text from the wife, so
okay,
I need to look at it because a lot of times they're podcast related.
Okay. Breaking news.
Oh, I don't know if this is real or not, but this is also somebody that I would have definitely drafted if I thought about it in our emo draft. But she sent me.
Did she drop you in an emo pick?
No, but she sent me. We were just talking about her the other day. It's probably why. It's a meme of somebody putting on eyeliner, and it says Avril Lavigne announces a new pop punk record, 2021 me, and then it's an old person putting on eyeliner. I would definitely take an Avril Lavigne if.
I think she falls in. I think she would have fallen in that category. I think she was a little more pop, but like she definitely would have. She's definitely like there in that little ballpark.
Yeah.
Neil Armstrong. The reason I picked Neil Armstrong, I guess a lot of the early astronauts were left-handed.
I saw that when I was looking it up. I saw like Buzz Aldrin was left-handed,
which was interesting because for pilots, everything's set up for right-handed people. So like they had to like be extra smart. So first man to walk on a different surface other than Earth was a lefty.
Nice. I wonder if he stepped out with his left foot.
That's a good question. Maybe he might have. You never know. Was the first footprint on the moon a left-footed footprint?
I don't know. I think it was rounded. I don't think there was a toe.
Yeah, true. Good point. All right, I'll snake draft this with Leonardo da Vinci.
Leonardo da Vinci. All right. I am going to do somebody that predicted a lot of futures.
Fuck.
Matt Groening.
Damn it. That was my fourth pick.
And then I'm going to roll it back with one of his creations, Ned Flanders.
Oh, I thought you might go Bart Simpson.
No. Flanders had the leftporium, I believe is what it was called. And
yeah.
He
Ned Flanders, man.
He was the one they would like predominantly show left-handed. Like I know Bart and Marge were left-handed, and I think Mo and somebody else was too. But
yeah,
Ned, the ultimate lefty.
I mean, who would have ever guessed? I mean, Matt Groening, time traveler, lefty, makes sense. You know what I mean? Like, I mean, probably Leonardo da Vinci, who invented time travel. I'm gonna guess probably because he was just a genius, and Neil Armstrong, who touched the moon. I mean, lefty's doing some hot shit. Speaking of hot shit, I'm gonna go with my pop culture pick because you took fucking Matt Groening from me. Lady Gaga.
Nice.
She plays all of her instruments right-handed, but she is a lefty. She writes left-handed.
So you're rolling that back with Jimi Hendrix?
Nope. I gotta pick a fucking. I didn't have a fourth pick because you took my fourth pick.
I didn't change up genres either. My fourth pick is going to be a double of. Well, I guess I picked the Simpsons things.
I didn't think you were gonna go Matt Groening. I figured I was safe with that one. I'm glad I wrote down other people. was like, fuck. Dude, I'm like literally at like, oh, holy shit. You know what? Fuck it. We're going to do it. Persevere. A lot of perseverance in this lady.
Harpo
No. Was left-handed though.
is left-handed.
He is left-handed. Helen Keller.
Very good. Speaking of Harpo, she used to live down the road from me.
Makes sense.
She had a farm out.
You're close to the Chicago area.
Actually on my road, but just was it on 500 or 600? I think it was on 500. Might have been 600. About 5 miles away.
Damn.
North. I was a kid though. I don't like. People said you'd see her riding her bike, and she was kind of active. I guess she used to donate to our fire department and stuff.
Like the one you currently work at?
Yeah.
Oh, tight. You should like get in contact with her and be like, "Yo, you're left-handed. Come on the podcast."
Yes. Hey, Oprah. I know you just got done interviewing Prince Harry and Meghan Markle, or Princess Meghan, or whatever. I guess they're neither now.
By the way, I think
Come on to Off the Rails.
Prince William is left-handed. Prince Harry's not.
I saw that Prince William was left-handed.
Mm-hmm.
The royal, as dumb as it sounds, the royal family, like the whole thing, fascinates the hell out of me.
It does kind of fascinate me too.
We started watching The Crown, but like
Yeah.
they're long episodes, so it's hard to binge it. But
Yeah.
super interesting to me. It's something I can really get into. I've watched like Nat Geo shit, like just randomly on the royal family. It's weird.
By the way, if I'm in the front room and I didn't pick what was on TV, Hamilton's probably on my fucking TV.
Did you put Hamilton on right now?
No, like my kids watch Hamilton like every day.
Really?
Every day.
I saw it in the, I saw it live, but I have not yet finished the Disney Plus.
Yeah, I just watched it all the way through the first time like 2 days ago.
I
I've
think
seen
it was one of the
all
first
the parts of it, but I haven't watched it all the way straight through.
That's the only like musical I've ever seen is Hamilton, so that's a pretty good one to start with.
It's not too bad.
No, it's pretty good.
Can't beat that.
So I guess we'll get back into my last pick. So I have my favorite hitter of all time, and I'm going to take my favorite pitcher of all time. I'm wondering if you can guess who it is. I'm not sure if you can.
Favorite pitcher of all time? Was he a White Sox?
Yeah, White Sox.
Mark Burley.
Yeah, you nailed it. If I wouldn't have given you White Sox, would you have gotten to Mark Burley?
I was thinking about saying it, but I was like, I don't know, because I mean we both pitched, so like my favorite pitcher of all time is not on one of my favorite teams. So like I was like maybe he has like one other guy that's like above him, but
I think Mark Burley could have been my favorite even if he's on a different team.
Really,
left-handed, didn't throw very hard.
I had a little stable. Tim Lincecum, Barry Zito. I loved the way they pitched.
They're basically the same guy, right? Except for Barry Zito's super talented musically.
Yeah,
probably is pretty similar.
Probably. I feel like they both smoke a lot of weed.
Tim Lincecum does for sure. Barry Zito probably does. He was on the He finished like third in the Masked Singer.
Oh, did he? For real?
Yeah.
Oh
like
shit.
One.
Barry Zito, come on the podcast with Harper. With Harpo. Be an interesting podcast. All right, so let me nail through some of these lefties that I saw that didn't make my list, but I found interesting. All right, multiple presidents: Barack Obama, Garfield, Hoover, Truman, Ford, Reagan, and George H.W. Bush.
Clinton as well.
Yeah, I didn't write that one down. I should have. But a lot of presidents. When you think about like the percentage of the people that are actually left-handed compared to how many people were our presidents,
right?
And who knows in like the early days, because if you were left-handed, you were considered like evil. So a lot of people wrote right-handed, even though they were probably left-handed. Right. Another interesting one: Bill Gates, Arma Bose, Mark Zuckerberg, and Steve Jobs, all left-handed.
Of course.
Kind of crazy. I did have Oprah down, Ruth Bader Ginsburg, Mother Teresa, and then I got a bunch of musicians: Jimi Hendrix, Kurt Cobain, Paul McCartney, Ringo Starr, Mozart, Annie Lennox, Celine Dion, David Bowie. all notable lefties.
Oh, we're probably, I don't know if it's known or not, but we're just assuming Jesus was left-handed, right?
Oh, for sure. Yeah. Yeah, for sure. I mean, why wouldn't he be?
I think he had to have been. The way are you trying to think about the way he was leaning on the cross?
Yeah, I mean, I think if your head's turned away from the left side, you're trying to carry all the weight with your dominant hand. That's
Probably.
so. Yeah, so he's definitely lefty.
Yeah.
Yeah, Jesus is lefty. We might have just broke news. I don't know if we did, but
Jesus was black and a lefty. Dark
I'm
lefty.
I'm okay with it. I feel confident in that. So then we had Napoleon, Joan of Arc, Aristotle, Julius Caesar. All interesting characters. And then as far as musician or actors go, Angelina Jolie, Keanu Reeves, Julia Roberts, Seth Rogen, Charlie Chaplin, Morgan Freeman, even though he became paralyzed on his left side, so he uses his right side, he is actually natural born lefty. Hugh Jackman, Spike Lee, Judy Garland, who played obviously.
Dorothy.
Yep. And then Babe Ruth, Ty Cobb, Ted Williams, Sandy Koufax, Barry Bonds, Ken Griffey. You know, a couple of interesting lefties.
A nice club to be in. We still had a predominantly lefty, or somebody that's like mostly lefty on the podcast.
I tried to get one today, but fucking the internet fucked me. So fuck that shit. Yeah. We'll get a lefty.
On fuck the internet.
Yeah, fuck the internet. Well, that was a good podcast episode. I think that was jam-packed. You got a lot of pop culture stuff. We talked about some fun-ass shit. Yeah. Let's get us a lefty fucking guest.
We need one. If you know a lefty or are a lefty, come talk to us.
Hit us up. All right. That's enough for episode 22 of Off the Rails. Claire, take us out.